Well, looks like I'm making another political video. Glasses off. And the type of political video I want to make is this one. It's the whole Trump free advertisement thing. Yeah, I'm stealing some lines from Black conservatives. Now the thing is, the left, these crazy dumb nut jobs of people that destroy everything they touch, like my video games, my anime, society and life. Hell, they're even destroying our conventions. But that's another topic for someone else. What I wanted to talk about was one of Trump's promises. I'll admit, everything in his promises sounds good, great, and dandy, except for one thing: increasing the immunity of policing. Now I know what you're thinking. Why is it that you have a problem with his promise to increase the immunity of policing? Is it because you're black? No. It's because I've watched a lot of Audit, Lackluster, Officer Tatum, and other YouTubers that do police auditing or police news that, show us the bad side of policing. There are even those that I've watched that have shown us the good side of policing. Like, for example, a police officer who risked her life in trying to get a disabled person off the tracks because his wheelchair was stuck on the tracks and the train was coming. There was the female police officer who I believe she adopted a child after after the child's parents died in a terrible shooting. There was the male police officer who took a bullet for some random persons, risking his own life, taking in line of duty. I mean, yeah, those are some good officers right there. But like good officers that help restore the positive reputation of police, for every one good officer, I've seemed to have noticed that there's like about 10 bad apples or 10 bad cops that destroy it and bring it right back down to where we should protect our good cops who are forced to turn the other cheek towards bad policing. We are in a position where we have cops who are ignorant. We have cops who do this job without a simple love or care in the world and collect a check. It's all about a check for certain cops. And we have power-hungry mad cops. I'm going to say this, as a black man or as an American black man, brother, when it comes to policing, it's not about race, it's about power. I mean, yeah, you can point to a few cases where that female cop tasered a handcuffed man as he begged and pleaded and cried. Yeah, you could say that would be an issue with race. And I too am hoping that this woman is fired and charged for assault. But you also got cases like Lisa Edwards, where she was a woman that got kicked out of a hospital because they didn't have the time or patience to be dealing with her. And the cops were all like, okay, yeah, well, they don't want you. Instead of taking her to a different hospital because of hospital staff members failing to keep their oaths. I guess these officers had to join in on the oath abandonment. I mean, there's another one where it was an elderly man who was legally blind, walking down the street minding his own business. the little didn't do nothing in Florida, where they arrested him because he didn't want to give out ID when he committed no crime. All because a woman said, well, his walking stick that folds up looks like a gun. And after she saw that it wasn't a gun, she still wanted to ID him. Nonsense. Power trip nonsense. So no, I don't feel comfortable with an increase of police immunities with what we have here. If you want, excuse me, with with this type of bad policing going on, hell, I mean, even a wellness check where a wife called the cops on her husband because she thought he was going to commit suicide. Even that went wrong. They arrested him. Thankfully, the charges were dropped. That they tried to charge him for obstruction and got him fired from his job by bad-mouthing him in front of his employer. I mean, this does not sit well with people like me or law-abiding citizens. I mean, like, I am a law-abiding citizen, of course, yes. But when you see things like this, it kind of makes you wonder, do you really think these people deserve qualified immunity or an increase to an immunity? I would say no. So I would hope and pray this video reaches Donald Trump and have him think twice about increasing the immunity of policing without fixing the bad policing. Because while you may think to yourselves, okay, well, just because we see a few bad apples on YouTube or in the mainstream media or social media, doesn't mean that there are more bad apples than there are good. Look, I get that argument, but when you're looking for actual good cops, it's hard to find good cops, but it's real easy to find bad ones. Because there are YouTubers that promote and praise good cops. There are social media influencers that also talk about good cops and praise. Hell, when LeBron James said, "You're next to that officer that saved a black woman's life," everyone dogged on him. Everyone got on LeBron James for, attacking a good cop for doing good. I mean, I too had to say, what the hell was wrong? Was he thinking when this officer saved an innocent black woman's life from being stabbed to death? I mean, there's a whole nother conversation that needs to be had about, the black community and restoring our strength and unity of being able to climb the mountain of success. But right now, with this proposition, I would say, if you want to give police officers a higher immunity, you need to have someone that's on site, hands-on, neutral, watching and enforcing the policies of policing and the Constitution, where not only the police have to abide by it, but also, not only the law-abiding citizens have to abide by it, but also the police as well. And that's all I have to say about that. Thank you and good night.